Hello and welcome to day 66, right? I got my little sticky here telling me which day this is. Yes, day 66. Right here is what I was like, you're going to talk about this today, Jessica. So I wrote it down on there. And just a little cool thing that I do just to show you is I put all of the things that I do and accomplish that are here on my board, and I put it in this container, and at the end of the month I take it all out. At the very beginning of the month so it would be July 1st, where I take all of these and I put it down right in front of me, and I get to see everything that I did, which is really important and helpful to your own psyche, especially when you feel either like you didn't do a lot and you're being a little hard on yourself. You get to see like, holy shit, this is everything that I did this month, like everything. And you can put anything on the list. You can put all the clients, like you could do that. I don't do that because that would be way too much, but this is like a really cool for my women, instead of doing like a checklist, right? You get to see this at the end of the month. This is like your checklist that you like, whoop, you checked off for the day. That's how I know I complete something. I take it off. Anyways, so, which is something that I learned from Melanie Andler. I do not want to take full credit for that because it's not credit that I should be giving. I learned that from Melanie's Resolution Revolution program. Absolutely recommend that you take her program. It is stellar, a great way to start the year. Absolutely phenomenal way to start the year. I think she has like a mid-year manifesto too. I've never taken that one, but okay, enough about that. My name is Jessica Lozano, and I'm a women's relationship and feminine embodiment mentor, and I help women have extraordinary relationships with the love of their life. If you are single, I help women call them in by clearing their vessel, cracking their heart open for love, reaching to those places that they have calcified, and we smooth it out. We let go of the armor surrounding it so that love can penetrate every single part of your heart. Because in sacred union love, your whole heart must be seen and felt. No part of it can be tucked away. And I help women who are in their love match relationship and continue to descend deeper in their feminine embodiment and to fall deeper in love with their man, to reignite the love and the passion in their relationship. So this is what I do. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for being a viewer, I guess, right? Not listener, a viewer here on Facebook. So today I want to give you a really, really simple day-to-day example of what it looks like to receive from a man in your day-to-day things. Your day-to-day things. Because what I have learned is the day-to-day things is really what creates the greatest impact in your life, because they're the things that you do day in and day out. They encode you day in and day out. And it prepares you for those massive shifts, those massive initiations, those massive breakthroughs. Is every little thing that you do day to day. Now, you may think is insignificant, so stupid, so like whatever, but are not insignificant, are not stupid, are not so whatever. It is absolutely significant. It is absolutely intelligent, smart, and mind-blowing at how some little things can create the massive shifts, and how the little things can encode feminine embodiment, inspire masculine leadership, and how your day-to-day is set up to create the life you want. They are co-creational codes that you are having with your partner. You and your man are a living manifestation of co-creational codes in living form, right? And I'm trying to find the right words, the right things, and perhaps this will come out in the Creatrix Codes Mistress Mind that I will be having sometime in the fall maybe. Because I feel like there's something here that I'm not fully being able to articulate well, but it has to do with man and woman coming together with each creatrix code, creator code, and coming together to co-create the life of their dreams. Because this is a really big deal. When you are in union with your partner, you're either creating something beautiful or on the path of destruction. And what I'm going to share with you today is a very simple, beautiful example of what this looks like. So yesterday, I went grocery shopping to Costco. And I'm not a big fan of grocery shopping. I don't know. I used to love grocery shopping. And I'm not sure, I somewhere around the line turned the corner. I do not like grocery shopping. I find it very nuisance. I find it a nuisance. I find it something that you have to do all the time. Like, it's mundane. I don't like it. And perhaps it was when I shifted out of personal training, since nutrition and all those things were very avid in my life, like a very big part of my life. So I loved grocery shopping. I love finding new things, and perhaps now, because of all the things that I know in the world about food, it's become very boring. Food has become actually a very boring thing for me. So maybe, once we move into our new home, maybe things will change. I know I don't want to be shopping at Costco anymore. I'm not a big fan of Costco. It's the same repetitive food. I want to shop at Publix or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or Fresh Markets, something different. But right now I really do not like grocery shopping. I'm not a fan. So, something that Ron has mentioned to me, he said, whenever you go grocery shopping, call me and I will pick up the groceries. So, I said, okay. It was like a while back. And I used to go grocery shopping on Tuesdays where Ron wasn't home. He would work in the office, but Mondays, Ron has puts up with my hair. Ron has been working at home. So I've been changing my grocery shopping on Monday because it felt more aligned with my day, kind of getting the week started and things like that, right? So I go to Costco, I get the things. Also, my neck has been bothering me since last week. I tweaked it. And Monday I went to the chiropractor and before grocery shopping. So so I'm a little fragile with my neck and really feeling a little careful with what I'm carrying and what I'm doing. So I go get the things. On the way home, just about where I'm pulling in, I call Ron. I'm like, hey babe, can you take up the groceries? And he said, well, I'm actually in the middle of a meeting right now. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, what can I do? There's nothing I can do here. So then I hang up the phone. I pull in. I get an immediate text message. He said, just leave it in the car. I'll come down and get it within 10 to 15 minutes. And I said to him right away, I was like, it's like half black outside. It's going to rain any minute. So the way that Florida is, you will have one side where you will know when a storm is coming, especially in the summer, because half of the sky will be completely black and then where you are will be blue. And you know that storm is coming. Most likely it's either going to come your way or it could pass over. You just don't know what's going to happen. So when that storm comes, it will be a torrential downpour. So I said to him, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, the sky is half black. It's it's going to rain at any time. And then he responds to me, I'm not a witch. Which I thought was so funny. I was like, okay, I'll leave it in the car. So I walk in and I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. So then a few minutes later, I hear him go downstairs. He has his headphones on he was listening into the meeting still. And he goes to the car, gets all the groceries out of the car. And I film him because I was like, wow, he's actually doing it. And not that I never would have trusted that he wouldn't do it, but it's something in my ego, feminine, being that's holy shit. Wow. he followed through. He didn't tell me, I'm sorry, I'm stuck in this meeting, I can't do it, can you do it? Which, by the way, before I called my sister and she was in the bathroom taking a shit, so she couldn't help me. So I was like, in my mind, there's this part of me that's holding a little resistance because I'm like, am I still gonna have to do this myself? Because like I feel like my neck is really fragile and I really don't want to do it, but if I have to do it, I will. And he came down, he did all the thing. And I said, and I told him later, I'm like, secretly, I wish it would have downpoured so I could have recorded you and showed you like really being a man. Like he was still a man, but that's like a different level of a man that he's gonna go through the pouring water and take the groceries out of the car for me. He's doing that for me. My man was willing to get drenched in water to get groceries out that I am fully capable of doing. But he said, no, I will do it when I get home, or when I'm off this meeting, which he ended up doing even shorter. He was willing to get pouring wet for me. Can you feel what is here? My man was willing to get pouring, drenched in rain, to get groceries out of the car that I'm fully capable of doing. But he said no because he was doing it for me. Most women nowadays would say, no, I got it. No, don't worry. No, it's okay. You're on a meeting. No, it's fine. It looks like it's going to rain outside. I will take care of it. And then they take it, pick up the groceries, bring it in their car, even if their neck is hurting them, even if they are pouring rain, because, oh my God, poor husband, don't let him get wet in the rain. Even though he said he was willing to get wet in the rain, poor husband, don't let him get wet in the rain. Don't let him sacrifice himself for me because I can do it. It's not about that you can do it. It's about being adored and cherished in your relationship and not being disrespectful to your man by doing something that he already said he was willing to do. And let him follow through on his word for you. Men are the sacrificing energy for us. A man will jump in front of a bullet for you. That's their job, to protect us. So when a simple example like this, when we say, no, honey, I got it. No, you stay on the line. You do whatever. Don't worry, I'll get wet. You are destroying his creation for you. You are destroying him being a man for you. And in these small little things, what you are creating in your relationship is going to be a dynamic where you don't respect him and where he doesn't cherish and adore you, and when the passion starts to die off. Those are the codes that you are encoding. The codes that you are encoding is overgiving, overfunctioning, and your man being a passive partner. A man not willing to sacrifice for his woman because you are so willing to sacrifice for him. The feminine isn't a sacrificing energy. And I'm not saying that a man has to not be of integrity to himself, right? In the terms of this sacrificing, but men are the energies that will put everything on the line for the feminine. So if you're not letting him willing to put things on the line over groceries, what are you encoding in your relationship for something big? When it really matters. These actions, little by little, are either a scratch in the relationship that starts to tear down polarity, or it's an addition, a compounding of the polarity. This is the creation. This is what you are creating together. This is what you are destroying together. And I see this all the time. I remember doing a workout with my cousins who are definitely overgiving energy. And I remember a guy wanting to come help, and they're like, no, we got it. It was very much like shutting that shit down. And it wasn't even in a mean way. I'm telling you right now, I know that they did not mean it in that kind of way. They had been just so used to not allowing a man be a man for them, that when it comes and it's there, they knock it down. And this is not how do I say it? And I see it also in women who notice that they don't receive help from the masculine, and they catch themselves like a man saying, oh, hey, I'll pick this up and put it in the car for you. They're like, no, I got it. And then they catch and say, oh shit, why did I do that? That wasn't a perfect time for me to accept help from the masculine. And I said, no. Let me tell you, when I started to change this frequency within me and really started to acknowledge these creational codes here, I was like, wow, this is so true. I receive help from the masculine everywhere I go. Men help me rack my weights, help me unrack my weights. Men will take the big things of water out of my car and put it in the car for me, like at Costco. Men will help me out in all different ways. Genuine help. Not to get my number, not to start talking to me and flirting with me or anything. It's a pure masculine, I'm here to help and to be a man for women. Pure, clean energy. And it starts with these little things, right? Because men want to do right by us. Men so want to do right by us. Men want to feel that they are being of help, of service, of something to us. And it's not that you can't do it, it's that you don't want to do it and you want to receive help. You want to feel adored and cherished by the man. There was something about yesterday when the groceries happened that I felt like, oh, he cares. And of course he cares, but it was his actions showed it all. I can't even getting just a little emotional about something like this, but it's like, oh, God, like a breath of fresh air. Don't worry, honey. I got it. It's so respectful. But when they say, honey, I will do it in 10 to 15 minutes, and you can't wait for whatever reason, you are being very disrespectful to him. Very disrespectful to his masculine core. And very disrespectful to your relationship. Because you are not giving space for his masculine core, his rise to king, his ascension into his masculine energy. You are not allowing him to show you what he can be for you. And then later down the road, you wonder why the relationship has ended with a passive man, or a man who's not willing to challenge himself for you? Well, it can start from something so small as groceries and your man willing to get drenched in rain for you. So you don't have to pick up something heavy. So you don't have to get wet in the rain. So you can protect your neck and all those things. It's so small. But the small things speak volumes because you do them every day. And then it will speak volumes for the big things. So those are my words of wisdom. Right now, I have, if you're wanting to work deeper with me, I have a couple of ways that you can do it. They are, I'm just thinking of what I want to share. I don't want to share too many things. Well, right now I have one space available for my soulmate attraction. This is a 6-month deep dive, highly transformative, no joke, breaking generational curses, traumas, dysfunction, all the things to purify your vessel to receive him, to be the energetic match to him. So I have that available. That is a 6-month container. It's $5,000 for paid in full, or $888 for 6 months. And it's high touch weekly calls. You get everything that I have offering within that time frame. So within the next 6 months, I will be launching and servicing sex priestess creatrix codes, and for the love of man, restoring the relationship to the masculine. And yeah, that's all included. So this is soulmate attraction. This is for sacred union love. Now, if you want something that's a little bit more less of a commitment, I have, or it's less of a commitment either because of finances or because of there's just one or two things that you really want to focus, like really want to zero in on. Extraordinary Lover would be for you, because on this one, this is for the woman who's in a relationship and who wants to have support to reignite love, connection, and sexual intimacy in her relationship. So we will dive deep into 1 and 2 subjects, not just like feminine communication and getting your needs and desires met by your man. We will work on de-armoring the heart and the yoni so that you can have amazing transcendental sexual experiences with your man. And descending into your feminine embodiment to inspire his leadership, provision, and protection for you. So this is $555, but I had a special and it was for 3, but I'm opening up for 1 more. So the last one will get it for $333. So let me know if you are interested. Send me a message right away, and I will let you know more about it. If you have any questions or if you want the link, just let me know. All right, loves, I am complete for this transmission, and I will see you tomorrow for day 67.